Megan and welcome to my channel. So today I am doing something I've not done in a very long time and I'm super excited about it. So I'm going to be doing a full face of drugstore products. I've been collecting these products over the last few months, so I'm super excited to put them all to use today and test all of them out for you guys and see what's worth your money and what is not. So there are definitely some hits and misses in this one, so you don't want to miss it. So if you're curious to see my thoughts on all these drugstore products, see them in action, then you're in the right place to just go ahead and keep on watching. Good afternoon, guys. I hope all of you are doing well. Today I am bringing you a full face of drugstore products. So I have not done one of these videos in such a long time and I'm super excited to dive in and see what these products are all about. So I am testing out new primers, but the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to be going in with the Pacifica Light Clean Foundation. And I picked up the Cherry Matte Mattifying Primer that goes along with it. So I figured that would be a good way to test it and just see how it is. The reason why, I've had this foundation for a while, just haven't tested it, but Casey Holmes raved about this one. So I'm super excited to test it out and see, you know, if it's really good, because 99% of the time, if, you know, it works well for her skin, it does well for mine too. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some of this out, and it's like a white consistency. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this all over my face, and then I have it does not have a silicone feel to it, so that's good. It's kind of cooling as well. But it seems like it's drying down really fast, like really fast. I don't like that. Oh. Okay, just a side note, I'm noticing okay, so my moisturizer has been on for a long time, so I know it has something to do with that. It is leaving like little white streaks on my face. So I'm not sure about that. I mean, it dried super fast. I do have the fan going, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I mean, my skin feels really matte, and I don't know if I mentioned it. This is the Cherry Matte Mattifying Primer, and I have new lights. And I've got my monitor for my viewfinder, so if I keep checking everything, that's what's going on. But I definitely feel like I'm looking a little washed out, so I might have to try to adjust it. But I am in the process of, you know, redoing my lighting and getting all of that set up so I can, you know, have better quality for you guys so you can really see what's going on. I don't want too much light, so, you know, it kind of washes everything out and, you know, doesn't look like it actually does. A lot of times lights will do that, so I definitely don't want that to happen. Okay, so I just adjusted my lighting and I think that looks a lot better than it did. You can actually see my skin now. I had a blemish right here, and of course, right before filming, I had to mess with it, so that's why it's red, but anyhow, that'll be a good test for the foundation. Okay, so I went in with the Cherry Matte all over my face, and it does have a light cherry scent, nothing overpowering. Now, I'm gonna go in with this I Love Revolution Strawberry Whip, a pore blurring primer with vitamin C and E. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so it is liquidy. Do you see that? It looks like a mattifying primer. Oh, but when you put it on, it's so velvety smooth. And I actually have the mattifying primer that goes along with this, and I really just wanted to test out the Pacifica one with the foundation. And it has a strawberry scent. But oh my goodness, guys, like that really is so velvety smooth. And it just melted right in. So I definitely feel like that primer really blurred out my pores. Like, I'm amazed because I want to think this was like $5. So super, super, super affordable. Now I'm going in with neutral. I got neutral, medium, and warm tan. So we may have to mix these two. I'm gonna give them a good shake, and so there's neutral, medium. All right, we're going in with neutral, medium. Warm tan is like orange. It doesn't look orange on camera, but okay, now you can see the difference. It's so dark. So neutral, medium it is. I do have my Juno & Co sponge, so I'm going to go in on this side of my face with the sponge. I'm just going to dip in, get a little bit. I'm going to zoom you in closer so you can really see the application process. Alright, so I've got some on my sponge, and I'm just going to start applying. Hopefully this does not dry as fast as the primer did. And this is a matte foundation. And if you have not tried these sponges, guys, you definitely need to. I turned down the main ring light some more, so hopefully you can see it a little better. So as you can see, it's looking very, very, very shiny for some reason to be such a mattifying foundation, but maybe that's just the way it is until it dries down or sets. And it seems to have a really nice coverage. Wow, I don't know what I'm thinking about this one. So as you can see, again, I look very, very, very shiny. Okay, oil-free anti-shine satin finish. So it's not a matte finish. Okay, we're just gonna keep it moving, and hopefully it will set down. So now I'm going to get my It Cosmetics brush like this, get a little bit of the product, and I'm going to start stippling. And I think the color match is pretty good actually, so we're good there. Oh wow, guys, this is okay. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but it does not look good up close. Like, oh my gosh, I look like a grease ball. What is in this? It's oil free. Lord. All right, I'm gonna go all over, because it left marks and everything on this side. So I think that's as good as I'm going to be able to get it. I just keep looking at myself. This looks crazy. The coverage is nice. Hopefully, I mean, I really like the coverage a lot. I don't think it looks cakey. It just looks really greasy. So hopefully we'll be able to tame it and tone it down with some of these new powders I have. For concealer, I do have the Pacifica concealer. This is what it looks like. So let's go in with 20 neutral directly under the eyes. I mean, there's nothing we can do about this foundation, and I really wanted to test it out. So I'm just gonna blend this out quickly. Oh lordy, guys, this is looking really greasy too. We are just not having a good start with this. So now I'm going to take the same concealer and I'm going to use this to highlight the center of my face. And I'm going to blend it out with the same sponge. Guys, I had so much, like, I had such high hopes for this. I'm feeling so disappointed right now. I just knew this was going to be a good one. But, I mean, it might be. It's just a little deceiving right now. So, this is what we look like with foundation, concealer on. Now, for cream contour, I'm going to try a product I have never tried before. This is the LA Pro Conceal, and I know a lot of people love this to cream contour. So I have never used it myself, so I'm going to squeeze some of it out. Whoa, that was probably way too much. I'm going to get some on my little LUXSB brush, the one I always use for cream contour. Oh my goodness. Yes, I definitely got way too much on my brush. But I'm pretty sure this is very blendable. So I always let that sit for a second, and then I'm going to go in and just kind of place this where I normally would. And then we will go in and blend it out and see how it does, because this stuff is like a couple bucks, I think. It's about the same price as the Wet n Wild one that I love. Ooh. Oh my gosh, guys. Holy crap. Ooh, blend, 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 blend. Wow. I am shook. This is so good. Oh my gosh. Why have I never tried this before? I definitely took it down a little too far. That's looking a little crazy. Let me just get it all blended out, and then we will go back and clean it up. But guys, this is a good one. I probably should have just put it on my brush first and then went in. But it's applying really nicely over top of the foundation, and it's blending out really well too. I definitely took it down a lot further than I normally do, but we'll clean that up with powder. Yes, I definitely love this. I'm going in with this brush, and I'm going to blend out the nose contour. And the shade that I got is Beautiful Bronze, GC987. That's a long name. Like I said, I would probably go in and get some on the tip of it, and then go in with your brush and then go in, and that way you can be a little more precise, because when you start blending it out, it can kind of get a little messy like it did with me. But I have no complaints whatsoever. It did not dry fast. It had great pigmentation. I guess if I had one complaint, I just don't like the applicator. I would rather have it, in a tube. But that's just me being really picky. So while I got you up close, I am going to go ahead and grab some of this Pacifica powder. Ooh, okay, so, and you have a little, well, anyhow, there was no sticky thing. It was just like a little net, and then you got your little protective cover like that. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have no creases. I'm going to get a little bit of that powder and just see how I like it on the eyes. And I may go in with the Juno & Co. just to try it. I do smell cherry. All right, I really don't think I like that powder. It definitely did mattify this side. So it's really a little too finely milled for me. I don't know. It's not doing what I want it to do. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Juno & Co. This is the Juno Blur Makeup Setting Powder, and I have it in Brighten and Airbrush. So I'm going to go in with Brighten directly under my eyes. Guys, that powder just give me the most beautiful airbrush effect. Alright, I'm just going to put the Brighten Up shade in the center of my face. And then I'm going to go in with Airbrush all over. You definitely need to mattify this face. Okay guys, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. Can you see that right there? It is breaking apart. And I really don't don't think there's any way I can fix it. Just a little side note, I really don't know about this foundation. I mean, it's breaking. I can see my skin all the way through around my nose. It's already caking up. It's breaking apart on my nose. Yeah, it's not good at all. At all. So I'm going to go in with the airbrush powder, and I'm also going to go in with one of these new Juno & Co brushes. They're not new, but new to me. I've had them and just haven't used them. Oh my gosh, guys, they're super, super soft. I love the little detailing on the brush. So I'm going to get some of that, and then I'm just going to dust this all over. Oh my gosh, that looks so bad right there. Like, I don't even know how to fix it. Okay, guys, so there you go. That is what it's doing. It's also caking up around the corners of my nose. I'm just going to keep the video going, but this foundation is definitely not working for me. I do like the Juno & Co powder, and the brushes are... Alright, so now I have got the foundation, concealer, cream contour, powder on. I'm now going to go in with a brand new brow pencil, which is the CoverGirl. This is the Easy Breezy Brow Micro Fine Pencil. This is in the shade Soft Brown. So I'm going to go ahead and comb up my brows. And I know CoverGirl has really nice brow pencils. Kelly Strack brags about them all the time. So I'm going to, ooh, that's super pigmented. So I make a line on the bottom and then the top. And then I just kind of go down to the tail. And then I kind of make an outline of my brow, and then I go in and kind of feather it in and fill it in. And this is going really nicely. Alright guys, so I just finished up my brows, and I love this pencil. My brows are so quick, so easy. It's not too waxy. The only thing I can tell you is don't wind it up too far. I did, and it broke off a little bit, so just be careful with that. Other than that, that's a really nice brow pencil. So, for eyes today, I'm super excited. I'm going to be going in with the Milani Gilded Gold palette. This is what it looks like. It's kind of reminding me of like a Natasha Denona palette, with this blue in there and these beautiful golds. I also have one of the brand new e.l.f. liquid glitter eyeshadows. So we may go in with that as well. I'm gonna go in to Extra Basic right here. Ooh, a lot of kickback. That does not bother me. I love Milani shadows. I think they're one of the best at the drugstore. So this is just going to be a nice transition shade. It's not going to be, you know, like super, you know, dark or anything like that. But it's just going to give us a nice wash of color. Now I'm going to move into a smaller brush, which is going to look like this. Or the JS6. And I'm going to go in to Fembot right here, and I'm just going to focus this in the outer portion of the eye, and through the crease. Alright, so that is Fembot. I think that's a beautiful shade. Bringing that through the crease. Now, I think I'm going to go in to Legacy right here. And I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm just really focusing this in the very outer portion of my eye. Alright guys, I'm switching brushes. I'm going to get a brush that's a little smaller, a little more dense, and I'm really going to try to pack that color in there. And I'm going to bring that through the crease just about halfway. Just to kind of get some definition going. So, I mean, it's looking a little patchy. My eyes are watering. So now I really want to deepen up the outer portion of the eye. So I'm going to get like a pencil brush. I'm going to go into Eden, which is right here. And I'm going to put that in the very outer portion. Oh, wow. Okay, there's some pigmentation. Holy cannoli. Wow. So it did blend out pretty easy. Like when I first put it on there, like bam, in your face. So you may just have to pack this shade. Like I just blended it out, like it's completely gone. Okay, so I really thought that was going to stay there, but it really kind of blended out once I went in, you know, to diffuse it a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go back into Legacy, which is the darkest brown in the palette. And just go in and deepen it up with that because the blue just keeps, you know, blending away. So I'm gonna go back into that first brush and blend out those edges. Alright guys, I'm not having very good luck with this palette. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna keep blending and blending, adding the colors, blending some more. So I think I'm just gonna, I mean, that's probably the best I'm gonna be able to get it to the mattes. I mean, it really doesn't look that great. But hopefully one of these shimmers will pop out at us. So I think I'm gonna go in right here. And I'm gonna go in with it dry. Ooh, not so great. So maybe we should cut the crease and let's see how that does. So I'm gonna get a little bit of that Pacifica concealer. That's what I have nearby. I'm going to cut the crease and then maybe we can save this eye look. Alright, so I cut the crease. Now I'm going to go directly in while it's still wet with that same shade. And I'm just going to pack. I'm not going to brush it. I'm just going to pack it on there. Oh yeah. That is a beautiful shade. It kind of matches my sweater. Oh yeah, guys. The shimmers are beautiful in this palette. So, that was easy. Look at that shimmer, guys. Wow. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with that pencil brush and I'm going to deepen up the outer V and then I'm going to kind of mesh it in to that shimmer. And hopefully we can save this look. Because to be honest with you guys, I was about to just give up and start all over. But we don't give up on this channel. We just keep it moving and make the best of it that we can. That is my motto in life. That's what I live by. So I'm going to continue just to, you know, make it look the best I can. Guys, look at the concealer. Like, it's, oh my God, guys, that's awful. That is awful. I don't even know how to fix this. I really don't. Okay, guys, so the concealer is not working out, so I tried to wipe off what I can. As you can see right here, it's kind of coming off. I'm really trying to save this look, so I'm just going to go in with my Too Faced concealer and try to blend that out. Okay guys, so I had to go and try to save the concealer, so I wiped it off where I could, you know, I wiped it off about from here. I went back in with the Pacifica concealer to try to make that work. It did not. So I put a little bit of the Too Faced Born This Way concealer down and then repowdered. And I think I've saved it a little bit, just at least to kind of create a look for you guys. I do like this shimmer from the Milani palette. I think that is a beautiful shade. And actually, I mean, I think the look, I mean, the eye look is very pretty. It's kind of matching my sweater. So now we're going to work on the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with Legacy, which is right here. The darkest shade. I'm going to line my lower lash line with the shade, and this is super pigmented. And then I'm going to go in with my JS6, and I'm going to go into Fembot right here, and I'm going to use that to blend that out. Alright, and now I'm going to go in to this shade right here, and also use that to blend out the lower lash line and just really smoke it out and really try to cover up that concealer. So I know we're looking really, really smoky, but guys, that concealer is awful. The foundation's no good. So we just have to kind of cover it up with eyeshadow. There's a little trick for you. So I'm just going to blend that out. I know it might look a little harsh, but I actually think the eye look looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is pop off camera, do this on the other eye, and then I will come back and I have a brand new Drugstore mascara to test out. Alright guys, so I just finished up my other eye, and this is the eye look. This one's kind of wonky. I'm struggling, guys, with this makeup look. I'm just going to be honest. So, but I am excited about this. This is the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. So, that's what I'm going to be going in with. Of course, I've got it in Blackest Black, and it looks very good. L'Oreal has very, very good mascaras. The Carbon Black is definitely one of my favorites. So, I'm going to go ahead and apply that. I have curled my lashes. There is what the wand looks like. So, let's see. Wow, there's the difference. Holy crap. This is a really good mascara. Alright guys, so here is the mascara applied. I think it looks really good. This is definitely going to be one of my new Drugstore favorites. I think it did a really nice job lengthening, separating, you know, very black. So, and it was pretty quick. It didn't take me a long time to achieve this. So, I think it was like 2 coats on both sides. So, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys out and let's fix this face. Alright guys, so at this point in my makeup, I always go in with a foundation powder. I have heard so many good things about this powder, had it for a long time, and have yet to play with it. So I'm hoping that it will fix some of this craziness that's going on my face. And this is the J-Cat Aqua Assurant powder. There is one girl that I watched years ago, well, not years ago, maybe a couple years ago, that uses this as, you know, her powder or her full foundation. So I think it's very full coverage, so that's why I have hope that it will probably fix whatever's going on, hopefully. I do have it in the shade Natural, and then I also have it in the shade Medium Beige. So I may go in with the lighter shade in the center of my face and then the darker shade on the outer portion. So here is Natural and then here is Medium Beige. So, I mean, there's a little difference there. This one's definitely darker. I'm going to get this Juno & Co. brush. I'm going to get some of the product and I'm just going to put that in the center of my face. There's definitely some pigmentation, definitely some coverage. It's really hard to test this powder. I figured it would, you know, fix it. I'm actually going to use my sponge and see if I can press it. So that definitely did help. So now I'm going to go into the darker powder, and I'm just going to put that over top of where we put the cream contour. I do think it's very smoothing. Again, it's really hard to give it a full review because I will play with this some more in my next drugstore video, because I think that powder is really good. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Again, you know, the foundation's already coming up in certain areas, so I can't knock on this powder because of that. So I'm just gonna keep it moving. The bronzer I have is brand new. It's by Revlon. This is the Skin Lights bronzer, and this is called the Prismatic Bronzer. So here is what it looks like. So I'm gonna go in, and this does look like it's got a sheen to it. So hopefully this will give us like a nice healthy glow. Ooh, guys, this is pretty. It looks really light in the pan, but when you put it on, it's just got like it's just got a really nice, healthy looking glow to it. It's very pretty and very subtle and natural. So all my natural girls and boys out there, you're gonna love this bronzer. It's very smoothing. It's really helping this look out right now. I mean, it's not like glittery, but I definitely have like a healthy looking glow going on, and I do like it. I think it's very nice. So I'm actually just gonna use this to kind of go over my jawline as well as the sides of my nose, just to kind of warm it up a tad. But I love this. I did not have high expectations for it. It just didn't look like that great in the pan. But I'm telling you what, I think it really like set this look off a lot. So on with the Skin Lights, I did pick up the highlight. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Like, oh my goodness. So this is the Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Highlighter. So I'm going to, well, let's go in with blush first. So for blush, I have got this L'Oreal blush, Please. I'm getting excited now, guys, because I'm getting some products that actually look good and they're actually working. So this is what it looks like, very shimmery, and this is in the shade Blushin' in Saint Tropez. So I'm going in with my Morphe E4, get a little bit of that. Yeah, I think these face products definitely just save this look. So that gave like a really nice flush to the skin. I mean, it's not like, you know, Scott Barnes pigmentation in your face or Juvia's Place, but it does give you a nice flush. Now, let's go in with this highlight. I'm super excited. This looks absolutely stunning in the pan. Oh my gosh. Holy guys, this is beautiful. You know what I would compare this to? The Charlotte Tilbury, her Hollywood Star or Magic Star highlight, the one I used in my 80s video. Do you see how smooth? Do you see how smooth that highlight is? It's not emphasizing any of my pores, texture, and I did put it on my cheeks right there. I'm gonna go on my nose. Woo! I'm just gonna put a little bit of it everywhere. I'm gonna put some of my Cupid's bow. Oh my gosh. This could be a dupe for the Amrezy highlight, the Charlotte Tilbury one. I am really, really, really impressed with this highlight, guys. It is absolutely stunning. And the fact that it's so smoothing, it's not emphasizing anything. You very rarely can find a highlight that's super blinding and it's not going to emphasize all of your bad things that are going on in your face. I want to highlight my face, not highlight, you know, pores or textures or anything like that. So I love this highlight. This is definitely top drawer. This is going to be up there with the high-end ones. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So love that. Now for lips, I've got a couple of lips, but I think I'm going to go in with this. This is from Ulta Beauty. It is the Frida Kales by Ulta Beauty. I don't know, I ordered it online. It looked really pretty. It's a matte liquid lip. It's in the shade Sensual. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing this lady's name. This must be a collab someone did with Ulta, but that's what it says on it. What? Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. This color is beautiful. It feels comfortable on my lips. I'm loving it. All right, guys, so this is the completed look. I do think, I mean, looking at my face up close, I think everything, after all the trouble we had, okay, I think it actually turned out pretty well. It's definitely not my favorite look, but I do want to quickly run through all the products that we tested out today so you will know exactly how I feel about them. First off, the Pacifica Matte Primer. Can't really tell you, I'm going to go wash this off as soon as we get done, but it did dry down really quickly. I didn't really like that, and it did kind of leave like a white cast on certain parts of my face. Maybe it was the fan, I'm not sure. So I'll definitely continue to test that out. The I Love Revolution Strawberry Whip Pore Filling Primer, I'm obsessed. I love it. It melted right into my skin. It blurred out all my pores. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. On the other hand, the Pacifica Oil-Free, Shine-Free Satin Finish, a light foundation, I did not like it, not one bit, not at all. To begin with, I was like, oh, this is pretty good coverage. Maybe it just needs to set down. It was really oily, really greasy looking. You guys saw it with your own eyes. You could tell it did not look oil-free or shine-free. I looked like a total grease ball. So then I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot, keep it moving. Went in with a concealer, awful. Did not have really good coverage. It was no good. Even after building it up, it was okay, but still not my favorite, not even close. So then, so I do not like the concealer or foundation. Later on in the video, I started really looking at my face, and you could definitely see my skin, you know, on certain areas of my face, my nose, it was caking up around my nose, and this is within the first 15 minutes of application. So you can imagine it's not going to wear very well. So did not like either one of those. The next product was the LA Girl Contour Liquid. This is the Conceal. But it is, you know, I use it as a cream contour. Obsessed with this, guys. This is great pigmentation. I think this is like $2 or $3 at Ulta. Such great coverage. Not great coverage. This was such great pigmentation. So blendable. I'm obsessed. The color was awesome for contouring as well. So I will definitely continue to use this. This is up there with my Wet n Wild. So you guys know how I feel about that one. Next was the Pacifica powder. Did not like it. It was too finely milled. It really didn't have any coverage. It didn't brighten up anything, or I just did not care for it. On the other hand, the Juno & Co powders, I love them. It really blurred out my pores. And you know, it did brighten me up in the areas it was supposed to. So I really like this, and I will definitely continue to use this with my everyday foundation so I can get a better feel for it. But just off first impressions, I really enjoyed it, as well as the Juno & Co brushes. Super soft. The one I did use was so soft, and I really liked the shape of it and how it applied the powders. Next was the Milani Gilded Gold palette. I definitely think this is a, you know, they were going for the Natasha Denona gold palette or whatever it's called. I mean, it looks very similar to the color scheme from that palette. Really, I really don't have any complaints. It's definitely not my favorite. The mattes were great. I mean, there was some patchiness, but I was able to work it out. On the other hand, the shimmers in this palette, well, the one shimmer that I used is so good, so creamy, so pigmented. I did go in and put the concealer down as a base for it to stick to. When I first applied it dry, it really didn't do that well, so I would definitely put some kind of base down, maybe spritz it with some Fix Plus. But I think that you would really enjoy this palette. I definitely did like it, and I like the look that I created with it. I was not able to use the e.l.f. because I didn't think I needed to, because this shimmer was so beautiful. I did not want to cover it up. Next was the Bambi Eye Mascara. I'm obsessed. I'm loving this. So I'll definitely continue to use this, but it had great, super black, lengthened my lashes, and just give me a great look, and it was very quick and easy to use. I didn't have to use a lot. Next was the J.Cat Aqua Assurance Foundation. I really can't tell you exactly. I think it would be great, but I need to try it with a foundation or without a foundation that I know works. I was trying to cover up some issues underneath that we were having, but I think this would be a really great powder foundation, or something just to give you a little more coverage if you wanted. So I'll definitely continue to play with that as well. I think these are my most favorite products. It's going to be the Revlon Skin Lights Bronzer and the Skin Lights Highlight, guys. I'm still like looking at my face like we saved this look with this highlight and bronzer, okay? It did its thing. So I'm obsessed with these, and again, I would continue to use these. I did like this blush. I just wish it was a little more pigmented, a little more pinky peachy in there, but it was a beautiful blush. And lastly, this liquid lip by Ulta. Holy crap, it has such great coverage. It's so comfortable on the lips. It's not an overly drying matte, so creamy, and I love the color. So that is the summary of all the products I used today. I wish you guys, I could like this foundation more. I was gonna dedicate a whole video to it, and I'm so glad I did not, because I would have probably just took it off. But I mean, overall, after all the trouble we had, I do think the look turned out pretty good. So anyhow, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys, and maybe you're able to save some money on some of these products that just did not work out. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so if you have not already. Also, you can hit the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And as always, I love you all, and I'll see you in my next ones. Bye.